Hi, Gina. Hope you had a good weekend. How's the sound? Good. Okay. I believe it's probably just going to be you and I at this stage. So I'll begin, and the rest can just be with the recording. Okay. All right. So I've just got a couple of quick 5-minute charts, just in case they make an alert, so we can go and see if there's a trade that we can do while we're live. But while we're waiting for that to occur, we can probably look at the multi-chart and see what sort of information that they can give us about what might be happening in the near future. Okay, so having the multi-chart here, we can see there in window one, M5, sorry, that price is giving us a diamond, not a current high because there's no dotted line to it. That's outside the riverbanks. Okay, so these riverbanks are a little bit smaller. Okay, and one of the main reasons why I've adjusted that is, as we can see, there's probably a lot of frustration that when you don't get a vertical line. Yep. So if a vertical line doesn't present itself, is there, is there's, and you can see that there's a trade happening. How would one get into it? Would be a good question. Yep. So just to highlight some of the similarities, a lot of times when our river draws a vertical line, it's about the time window 5 will give us a retracement alert on the candle after. Yeah. So, and once again, the vertical line, when it's confirmed, tells us it has to get a current high or current low diamond for a sell, etc. When we're entering a trade that doesn't have a confirmed vertical line, but in every other sense, we've got an entry opportunity. And I'll see if I can find one of these. Okay, well, we can work with the one what's just happened past. Okay, so over here on the 5 minutes, we can see that there is a retracement up. Okay, the alert would have come, but we can see the main criteria that are applied to the vertical line will also apply to any re-entries or entries into a trade. Okay, we can see that we don't have green shading in both windows W3 and W4, and we don't have a dotted yellow or green center line. Okay, so there's no entry there. Okay, now there's a slight pause because there might be an alert coming because it's 8:05. But over here, we can see that there's a yellow retracement, so we would have got an alert here, and we do have dotted yellow. Okay, and price opened up into the sell zone. Okay, so barring that, had it been opened up in the buy zone, that's certainly an entry we could have looked at. Okay, so that's to some extent why we, if an entry presented itself with all the same criteria is met as applied to a confirmed vertical line and trades that are subsequently entered in those confirmed vertical lines. Okay, we have a question. Yoo-hoo! No, no, not departure from the free steps. Okay, really, there's not a lot of times the vertical line wants to draw, but can't exactly draw it. Yeah. So if I get if I bring out the river that draws it, here we actually have it. But for okay, because we've still got all those parts there. And really with these entries, they're on the most part referencing that same cross. Okay, so one of the reasons I brought that indicator there is in case we don't hear the alert of that vertical line, we can get that same noise or sound alert from our window 5. Still the free steps, okay? The things that it doesn't come with is that there's no total commitment from price action to attain a current low or current high. But opposite riverbank, yes. So, and from what I've seen from people that don't post or do post, that a lot of times when they arrive, there's no vertical line, and then 5 candles later it does happen, and a lot of times it will be already have been proclaimed or indicated by window 5. All right, so really a lot of that will happen. You know, these lines might have drawn afterwards, but applying, as long as all the criteria is met, entering that trade and later seeing that vertical line confirmed. As I said, main difference is until that line is actually confirmed, it doesn't guarantee a current diamond. We can still apply it. We'll definitely still apply the same trade management rules in step 3 with every entry. Every entry has to meet the 4 criteria, and we use the default stop levels. Okay, so it's really still our 3 steps. Okay, in this area there, we refresh. Okay, so once again, okay, in this area, we don't have a vertical line. Price action is clearly outside an extreme for whatever reason. A vertical line hasn't been drawn. Okay, so it's with great thought that first of all, window 5 is that particular setting and tune to the river that controls the drawing of the vertical lines. Okay. So yeah, so over here, the line crossed above, and due to the amount of filters that the LG River does have, it probably would have liked to draw a vertical line but couldn't. Okay, but once again, had it, we'd still need to have window 3 and 4 green, etc. But we approach it pretty much exactly the same way and apply all the trade management tools to it. Okay, so, and that pretty much was, well, what's that? Today, this morning, yeah. So this morning, the first vertical line occurred there that was drawn. Yeah. Okay, so once again, the things we couldn't guarantee because we didn't have a confirmed vertical line was that it was going to get a current high diamond. But when everything's met, we still expect it to get to an achievable level. There was achievable levels that we could see, which was the riverbank and just above it, an open percentage line. Okay. Most people would think on a 5 minute on Aussie, a 5 to 6 pip trade that looked like that was probably a pretty good entry. Okay, so yes, the most highest probability, easiest and best trade is when the river has been able to draw the line that it would wish, giving us absolute 100% of all the information. Okay, and we can, and it's definitely our choice. We can always only enter trades when the vertical lines are there. But from what I've seen, most people seem to miss the vertical lines, and they see a lot of red current high and low diamonds with no vertical lines for whatever reason, and causes them procrastination because they don't believe a vertical line turns up. Yeah. So, but yes, most ideal is when we do have our vertical line. It is confirmed no matter how many candles, whether it's 3 candles or 5 candles later. Okay. So, and once again, with that confirmed, we look up to see where it could hit, and re-entries would be signaled by window 5. Yeah. And once again, window 5, it's also tuned to our process of the yellow above the white. So we have visual clues and landmarks as to something taking place in the direction we want. Yep. Okay, so as you can see, I made it yellow instead of blue because it's very hard to see. But once again, those things can be personalized to the color that suits your eyesight. Personally, I like to be able to see it there. But even here, where the blue vertical line turned up, you can see that the yellow just crossed above. So river, when it draws a line, it's assessed it all. There's a confirm an entry point that's been significant cross. In window 1, we can see that same information displayed and corroborated by the yellow line going above the white. Okay, and as you can see, once again, that movement, as the yellow stays above the white, we've still got a dotted yellow or green center line. The price is still moving up. Okay, there's a question. Okay, so once again, visually, information can be confirmed in many ways. Okay. And yeah, a lot of this has come about with trying to filter out our first responders, and our M5, when we get our, like in this area here, a lot of times we get a couple of red vertical lines and price action is not quite ready to go down. Okay, so all these little things help your eye see what the price averages is telling us, whether it's not quite ready to do something or whether it still has momentum in the direction it was going. Okay, so these things, once again, when they all reflect the same information, arriving via the different formulas, then it gives us a truer and stronger conviction that price is doing what our eyes and our templates telling us. Okay, so, and once again over here. Okay, so this, okay, no vertical line, and that price has come outside the river, re-entered, found resistance at the solid pink center line, bounced back to the river and tried again. We see we would have been alerted here that price wants to try again to go up. And we can see here, yellow's crossed above there, and that we've got green in windows 3 and 4. We've got a dotted center line. Whoops. And where the yellow bar is, in window 5, open price to channel is pretty much 20 pips, default's 20, so we're looking for 20, yeah. 20 pips up there, pretty much where it's got to. Yep. Riverbank's the first level that's going to go and be attracted to, and we can see that open percentage pretty much on the riverbank. Okay. So the expectation is not that this trade's going to get a current high. What this says is I haven't got a confirmed vertical blue line, but all the criteria is there to say that price will get to the opposite riverbank. And price is still open in the buy zone. And although there's not a confirmed vertical line, and we can't presume that or assume that it's going to go higher to there, because if it was confirmed, then we'd be guided by this diamond keep moving up, jumping up. But because we don't have a confirmed line, we can't assume or make any assumptions of a jumping diamond. The trade is closed. We've taken profit because price has got to the extreme. And enough to trigger a non-high current diamond, yeah? Because it has got a white line. So I suppose, yeah, we'd have, what time did that happen? Okay, so that was 5 minutes before we started. Okay, so the candle, the trigger candle enter, went from open to 16 pips within that 5 minutes. So it would have been quite a quick take profit in that trade. Okay, so, and being a trader, sitting down for your session, expecting a vertical line to draw, but for whatever reason, this is a bit of frustration sets in because we can see it's coming from an extreme low. And if it's come if it's come from an extreme low and outside the river, the chances and the attraction to the opposite riverbank is very strong. Okay, and if we're able to go and match the same criteria as required to confirm a vertical line, then we'd see that we have that present. Okay, we'll always need to be present. Okay, so once again, because there's no confirmed line, we can't guarantee that we are going to look for one of these, but most times this will occur. Okay, so once again, the best trades are confirmed vertical lines because it gives us so much information, confirmed information, that we can work with to extend our take profit, where with unconfirmed, with no confirmed vertical lines present, really we're probably going to be restricted to one-to-one trades unless we had, once again, additional information from other charts, etc. Okay, so but still it allows us to take quite a high probability trade and and walk away. Okay, so this, yeah, so once again, this only highlights that as long as the yellow stays above it, there's still momentum. Green center line, orange line below it still suggesting there was momentum. So yeah, so we do still have the same momentum indicators that suggest that there's still momentum there. But once again, this part is, it's greater we're still in the trade, but certainly no entries in these last two candles because the entry was back here, yeah, and it's already achieved the targets that we would go for a trade that hasn't got a confirmed vertical line, yeah. So these trades are not ones that we get greedy on because we don't have a confirmed vertical line. So hopefully that made sense and gives the flexibilities to ease some of the frustration when there's everything else is present but a vertical line. Okay, I don't put these things lightly, so there's always got to be visual confirmation in multiple data windows, okay, which you have in window 1, window 5, windows 3 and 4. So we totally use up all our 5 windows. Okay, window 2 is more, once again, for our jumping diamonds information. But it's always great when we're going in the direction, and this is obviously, it was a current low for the higher time frame, dimension 15 minutes, a current low for 5 minutes. Okay, so having that there would have given us visually additional support that our price, our choice to enter that trade to reach the opposite riverbank was quite a solid decision that we could make. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so yeah, so once again, I'll just refresh it to make sure that there was no blue vertical line. Okay, so the same thing here. Had we been waiting for a trade, because we see a extreme red current low red diamond down here, the expectation that it's a good chance that once we get to the opposite riverbank. Yep. So no entry in that first signal, but the second signal certainly allowed us. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. Yep. Hey, thanks for reminding me. Okay. The river bank channel setting is at 1.236. Okay. So 2.36 is one of our levels in Fibonacci. Okay, so and that's why you see a lot of times the price seems to mimic very closely to that within that river. So you can see price. So you can see that this setting gives us a visual support. The price action is moving within, and quite happy to move within that band of the two riverbanks. Okay, and it highlights, because this price is getting pulled down, you can see that our entry points and all that would have been additionally confirmed if price wants to go down. Yeah. So we can see the touch points. Okay, so once again, the smaller river allows you to see the yellow line and white line. When they cross outside the river, that the intention of price action to come back inside because it doesn't like being outside. Once again, just to reinforce and the direction the price would like to go into. Okay, so as you can see, as we move through it there, okay, so all right, yeah. So once again, for those that have already got this template, the settings for those Windows 2, 3, 4, and 5 are pretty much there. And that, yeah, just highlighting those crosses and making the extremes a little bit closer, yeah? Okay, so over here and even here, where price is poking through the bottom riverbank, but you can see green shadings of Windows 3 and 4. That price still has the momentum up, okay, to get to the other side. So yeah, so this is, because sometimes, just to go and show the difference. Yeah. So having the river, yeah, just highlights it, that, you know, and explains to some extent why prices bounce back off it. Yep. So yeah. Okay. 8:30. So yeah, the alert, because it wanted to give me an alert, it wouldn't let me make the change. But yeah, now we can just do it. Okay. So just visually again to let us know that if this is close to our target, once again, the riverbank, perhaps time to exit, especially if there wasn't anything to indicate the price is going to go higher. Hence, once again, our yellow line above the white and the green center line plus our additional windows, you know, support that could go higher. Okay, once again, riverbank, and that was achieved, and really in 5 minutes, getting 15 pips, it's not too shabby. Okay, especially in that hour you've been waiting for a vertical line to appear and it didn't happen, you might start losing interest, etc. And perhaps a bit of frustration. Yeah. So once again, we don't ignore. In fact, we totally use the same criteria for this entry that we would to confirm a vertical line. Yeah. It's just that we don't have as much information about how far price action and that trade and profit can be. Okay. But once again, we do have our levels to assist us where price is likely to want to go. Okay. All right. Ooh. See. Okay, so having 3 different currencies, you can see how difficult it is to monitor all those currencies. And there probably was an alert for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, 5-minute Aussie. No, if you're measuring to the riverbank, 2 pips, you probably say no to that trade, especially with a spread of 1.5 pips. Yeah. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we missed out by a couple of minutes on getting on some of these trades, but I expect we should be able to go and perhaps get into a couple next week. But if I find any during the week, I'll make a quick video of the trade and pop it on the website. Okay, so yeah. So tonight's really about what you already have, but just another option that you may be able to take. Once again, once you've entered the trade, take the screenshot so that you can actually review and see where all the criteria was still met, that was required, etc., and see what things you can improve on and ask any questions. Okay, but this definitely gives you a little bit more freedom and flexibility in case the Algae River isn't able to give you a draw vertical line, even though it wants to. We still have the opportunity that we can enter the trade in a movement where it definitely wants to go one side of the river to the other. Okay, so thank you and say good night. And screenshots, I'll more than happy to answer questions. No screenshot, probably won't answer the question. Okay, so take care and see you next week.